So we don't actually, we can't pretend to predict how the court will rule. We've seen very strong arguments on both sides of the case, and so we will wait, as everyone else will, to hear what the outcome will be. We do feel that if the court were to rule for the plaintiffs and eliminate the availability of subsidies for the 34 federally facilitated marketplaces, that it would lead to the immediate termination of insurance for millions of Americans, somewhere between 6 and 8 million Americans. We know from many, many studies, Institute of Medicine and many empirical studies, that insurance improves health and that mortality is higher among people who lack insurance. So the first and most important effect of the loss of insurance would be the failure of individuals who need care, including life-saving care, to be able to obtain it and pay for it without catastrophic financial consequences for them and their families. We also know that providers, especially safety net providers, would suffer losses of income that would make it harder for them to treat other patients who are not adversely affected by the loss of insurance. We know that insurance companies would be unable to support private markets in many environments where the law now sustains individual insurance markets, because the influx of subsidized, newly insured Americans into local markets is helping to moderate the premiums for sicker people who need care in the individual markets. And without that subsidized influx of healthier people, there would be a so-called death spiral in the individual market in which only the sick would continue to be insured, and they would force, their illnesses would force insurance premiums to go higher and higher until they were no longer affordable for even the very sick. So we see lots of negative side effects and certainly are concerned that some of the very important gains that have been made under the Affordable Care Act with respect to improvement in access to care, reduction of medical debt, reduction of financial barriers to care, that some of those very important gains would be lost.